right, welcome back. Another episode of the Rough Rigs podcast.
It certainly is.
Finals time.
We're here.
Exciting.
51 weeks
Yeah.
of podcasting.
51. Not out.
Yeah. Almost at my 57, not out. Do we stop it there? Because I hobbled off like a little bitch that day.
You would too.
Very sore.
A lot of running.
50 overs of batting
Yeah.
in the heat.
One run and over. Good strike rate.
No, well, actually, I got like 20 in the first hour.
Yeah.
And then my team just slowly collapsed.
Mm.
So I was like the Simon Kadich of my team. Just the brick wall.
I respect that.
The
Rahul Dravid.
What's the other Indian bloke that fucking scores a run
Pujara.
Pujara. The Pujara of 7 Hills B, whatever the fuck we were that year. I was him.
Yeah.
Boring as fuck. Hey, it frustrated the whole field.
Mm.
Fielding team was pissed. Pissed.
I would be too.
Partly from the fact that probably a bloke with a disability scored 57 on you. I'd be pissed off too.
Any boundaries in that?
Yeah. The first like 20 runs, I remember my first ball was a cut shot for 4.
Yeah.
So I felt very...
I like a good cut shot. That's my shot.
It's very hard to hit these days because bowlers are actually getting pretty good.
Mm.
I'm more of a step on the back foot and just punch.
Yeah.
That's my shot
Yeah.
at the moment.
Yeah.
Not that I hit many, but that's my favourite shot.
A little flick off the pads. I reckon there's no better feeling than you
Yeah,
one
so
off the pad.
at the nets, you're enjoying that
Yeah,
little flick
I
if
liked
it was
it.
on middle start.
Yeah. Just a flick off middle and leg. Just,
Got you a few times.
Yeah.
Little
Well,
bit.
anyway. How's your weekend, mate?
It was good. We as we just spoke about, we trained.
Yes.
It was good fun. So
Yeah.
did that. Watched plenty of footy and ate plenty of food.
Sounds like a good
Oh,
weekend.
dude, it was.
Yeah, the slab, didn't you? You got into
Yeah,
the slab.
didn't like the slab wheel.
Ah.
Look, it could be probably was made like a piece of shit, but then I'm thinking, it's the slab.
How can you not like it?
That cheese sauce was a bit sketch.
I like
The
it.
barbecue sauce, I will say, is elite.
Mm.
That is a good barbecue
It's a
sauce.
great barbecue sauce. I think it's one of the best cheese sauces I've had, to be honest.
So I don't think I'm a fan of the cheese sauce. I think that's probably what is,
I normally,
is the
I'm not
deterring
normally
factor.
the biggest fan of cheese sauce, but I think that cheese sauce is really good.
I think it's right up your white boy taste buds.
Yeah,
I
fair.
think that's what the...
Yeah.
If it was supercharged in like chili jam, that chili... Or
Well, change
maybe...
it. Get it changed. Next time, try it again, right?
I don't think there'll be...
Change the cheese sauce. Dinner rolls are great, all right? You can't fault dinner rolls.
I mean, that was the only good part of it.
They're one of the best dinner rolls in
Well, are they
existence. Probably. But, they're nice and fresh. They're fluffy. It's great, right? Popcorn chicken. You can't go wrong with popcorn chicken. You can't sit here and sit here and tell me you don't like
It's
popcorn
not they
chicken.
gave me 15 pieces, because when I opened it up before, I was like, where's the rest of these motherfuckers at? They were all like centered at the middle.
Well, I reckon you just got unlucky.
I reckon I did.
Yeah,
Like,
because they're normally pretty well spread out.
I'm hoping for it to fall off the fucking sides.
Mm.
Not that many, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
More than
Yeah,
15 pieces or whatever I counted.
yeah. I reckon
6 pieces of bread.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think you can go wrong. You can't eat popcorn chicken. You can't eat dinner rolls. Can't eat the barbecue sauce.
No, the barbecue sauce was good.
And a nice little cheese sauce to top it off.
But then to try and like bring it to life, I added some seasoning,
yeah.
bit of Lane's magic dust, and it brought it to life.
You know what I've had?
It
I've
did.
had with it before, and it's quite scrumptious.
Scrumptious.
With nuggets.
Sweeps.
Keep the popcorn chicken, or get rid of the popcorn chicken, whatever floats your boat. But add some nuggets in there as well. It's
Yeah, I think VJ brought
It's
that up too.
nice.
He said, fucking get the nuggets or the
Get the
tenders or
nuggets.
something.
tenders. Yeah, tenders cook. Tenders are a bit tricky because you got to split the dinner rolls. So
Yeah.
that gets a bit challenging.
Well, I mean, you get 6
Um,
tenders, 6 dinner rolls. You could be... Actually, that's not a bad shout. Bit of overhang.
Yeah,
Bit of overhang.
mate. The possibilities are endless.
They are.
That's the thing with the slabs.
They are.
Don't limit yourself to what's there.
Oh, we also had burger.
Experiment.
We also had Burger Head on Friday.
Yeah.
You've had Burger Head.
I've had Burger Head plenty
It's
of
just
times.
down the road, actually.
Yeah, used to be at Blacktown, but
We stole them.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're gone.
They're bigger and better now.
Oh, I wouldn't say bigger. They've
Well,
closed down all their stores, but
except for
anyway,
this one.
yeah, they've got a couple of trucks running, so
Yeah.
that's good.
That's all you need. A few trucks.
That's all you need, just a couple of trucks.
How was your weekend?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Went to the nets, worked. It was my birthday. That was good.
Oh yeah, mate. You're so casual with it. Your birthday. You didn't tell anyone.
my
I was like,
birthday.
hold on.
It's not a big one. It's 24, so
24 and in the door.
24. Getting old.
Dropping loads. Plenty of loads dropped. I'm hoping.
24 of them.
A birthday load.
But yeah, no,
Delightful.
went to the zoo actually.
What the fuck? Taronga?
Taronga, yeah.
Why?
Well, because it was. I think my sister wanted a day off school basically. Because she's like, what do you want to do for your birthday? I was like, I don't know. You got to go to school. She's like, no, I'll take it off. We'll do something. I was like, okay. What do you want to do? She's like, oh, let's go to the zoo. I was like,
she's the meat of the fucking house.
It's like, right, we'll go to the zoo. So went to the zoo, saw some animals. They were all sleeping, pretty boring. I haven't been for.
What about the tortoises? Were they?
Nah, yeah, they weren't great. They weren't.
Oh wow.
There were turtles, but they weren't in their enclosures. They were.
What about crocodile? Was there a big?
No crocodiles.
That not a taronga?
No, not a taronga. No more.
Any sharks?
No sharks. Yeah, it's a little bit of a letdown actually. Like I haven't been to the zoo for years. And I remember it being very good. I've always had fun at the zoo. Whereas I had fun. Don't get me wrong, but it was a little bit disappointing. It just.
What about the reptile cage or whatever they call it?
They've actually that was good. They've got a new reptile house now. It's like
that's it.
It's a house. It's 2 stories and it's got all the reptiles, but not many turtles. They had 1 turtle enclosure.
Probably because of snakes.
They had the alligator snapping tortoise.
I've seen that.
He's cool. He was kind of wandering around the floor, so that was good. Yeah, not a whole lot of interesting animals.
Yeah,
the camels, they were just kind of sleeping around.
Well, I can't imagine they're overly exciting.
Nah.
But
lions weren't doing it.
Komodo dragons at Taronga?
Yeah, he was there.
They could eat you alive. That's great, dude.
Yeah. But not a lot of activity there. Just quite lazy. I mean, it was a Monday.
How much did you pay to get in there?
Well, I paid $1 because it was my birthday, so I got.
Oh, is that how it works?
A little special there.
Did you get a Subway free? A sub or whatever the fucking?
No, I got a slab. But they gave me like a badge. It was like, like those.
Birthday boy.
It was like this big monkey. I won't be wearing that.
I won't be wearing that.
I should have worn it for the podcast actually.
Yeah, should have put it at the back. Should we talk about some football?
Yeah, let's talk about the footy.
Did you get any presents?
I got some AirPods. AirPods, so that was good. I need to get some new pads actually before Saturday because
you got the old Don Bradman pads.
No, I got the Kabooms, which is probably
very old.
Very old.
What's that? 2014. Jesus.
Yeah. Well, I got them after sandpaper.
Ah, cheap.
Because they were on special.
Cheap.
After,
efficient shopping.
That's it. After obviously the whole sandpaper
I didn't cheat.
Yeah.
But this video of you, I didn't do it.
Yeah. David Warner, he wasn't real popular, which was good for me because I got 70% off his pads, so worked out well. But
so you could have
all the Velcro's fucked in it now, so I need some other scandal to happen, so I can get some cheap pads. So
you can just get cheap pads. King Sport, King Grove, they're cheap.
But they could be cheaper.
Or you could support local.
Nah.
Well,
no one local that I like.
True. Fair.
Yeah. We've got local options, but I don't like them.
No, well, I didn't mean that. I meant the company, like a local company, not the. I know. Okay,
he's very local. He lives behind me.
Yeah, let's move on. Some people will know who that is. Footy happened.
It did. Let's get on to a drink of the week first.
Let's do it. It's been staring at me.
They're getting warm. They're getting warm, and it was quite a journey to get these actually.
A journey.
It was a journey. I went to BWS.
There's your first mistake.
And he wouldn't sell them to me.
Why?
Because I left my wallet in the car. Because I normally just use my phone, and he was asking for ID, and I'm like, I don't have it on me. But he serves me all the time. He knows me. He's like, I'm 24, mate. You know this. He's like, it doesn't matter. He's like, the rules are, if I've asked for your ID, you need to supply it.
So did you walk out and...
Yeah, well, I could have... I had the ID on my phone, but he was being a fuckwit, so I'm like, fuck you, I'm going to Liquorland. So, I went to Liquorland and got this, and they didn't ask for my ID, so shout out to Liquorland.
And they've just lost customers for months.
That's it.
Or are you going to go back? Are you going to go back there next week?
Nah, fuck them. They're dead to me.
Wow. Jesus.
Just because they're, some might say they were just doing
just because they're doing their job.
Some might say they were just doing their job, but it inconvenienced about...
My God, didn't he know your whole personal life that you're 24? Seriously.
I know.
What
crazy.
What a pig.
The fact that it inconvenienced me probably 15 seconds for me to get my phone out, open up the...
Well, you just ended up going to a different venue.
So I wasted another 5 minutes of my life just to teach him a lesson. So good on him.
Lesson learned. He missed out on $30.
Yep. So it is the vodka cruiser vanilla.
I'm very concerned because cruisers are very light colours. Very scary. Yes. So it's a vodka cruiser vanilla.
Vanilla Coke.
Yes.
Or cola.
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 Don't be doing that to Coke. I'll get lawsuit. We come for you, Will.
So It's interesting.
You know what? These things always fuck my hands. Bro, proper. I have little fragile hands.
You need muscles, mate.
No, I have little pussy fingers, dude. Like, bro.
Little T-Rex hands.
Look at them up. I've already got them. I'm suing vodka cruisers. Let's try it.
Workers' comp.
They're done. Oh.
That's something. That's yeah, I don't know about that one. Vanilla Coke is nice.
That's too much vanilla, but I like the flavours. But just
I don't know if they work together.
Tone down the vanilla.
I don't know if the vodka and the vanilla Coke or vanilla cola work together here. I think they're both great on their own. I would like this vanilla cola drink on its own as just like a soft drink. I don't know if it works as a cruiser. That would be my
actually no. It's
my 2 cents.
Hold on, drink some more. It's slowly. Okay. No, it's slowly getting better. But it's not great.
It's not great. It's very syrupy, isn't it?
It's very 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Just mid.
Yeah.
Not good.
I'm not rushing to get it.
No. Yeah.
I'm not hating it, but I'm not loving it.
Not loving it. We need to love it.
Yeah.
We want to love it. Now, I was gonna stitch you up by getting you the shit drink this week, but I'm gonna do it next week.
Next week. So I've got a week to prepare.
You got to wait to get your gullet nice and clean, and because I'm gonna put some baked beans and no. I know I'm gonna find the
potion.
most. I'm gonna look at the most ratchet drink on every website and see the reviews, and go off that. So I'm leaving it up to you, general public.
Go to BWS. He'll cook something up for you.
He'll think I'm 16. But mate, I'm 106.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna give that a 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
That's it for me.
Yeah, I'll give it 5.5. I think it's just above average. Just.
Yeah. That's it for me.
Because I do like the vanilla side of it, like the vanilla Coke.
I think it's just
cola.
too strong, the vanilla itself.
I don't think so. I think that part is okay. I just don't.
Oh, you don't like the cola?
No. I like that. I just don't think it works with the vodka.
Because cola's sweet. I can't even taste the vodka. That's concerning, isn't it? Probably because that vanilla hit. Ooh.
I don't think the vanilla works with the vodka. I don't think that combination works.
Fair.
But I think if that was a soft drink,
you'd be into it.
Vanilla,
fucking vanilla Coke.
Because it's like it's a vanilla Coke but stronger, basically. Like a stronger vanilla.
It reminds me of LA Ice. Remember that? The old LA Ice flavour?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
That sweet cola.
It is very syrupy though. So
very syrupy.
It's but anyway, that's the drink.
That's it. Give it a try if you want.
Yeah.
Or don't.
Completely
up to you. Round 27 happened. And
what a week it was.
The only game that people seemed to care about was probably not the greatest.
I thought it was outstanding.
Well, as a Parramatta fan, of course.
Let's start off with the Thursday night, the Broncos and the Storm. Broncos didn't really show up, and Storm played well. So
the Storm had a training run.
Pretty much. It felt very, very training.
Broncos.
Yeah.
Concerning. What the fuck's wrong at the Broncos?
Yeah, they're in shambles, aren't they?
Benny Eichen leaves and
yep.
The wheels have literally fallen off.
It's fallen. There are no wheels.
And have you seen former CEO or former founder of the something to do with the Broncos come out and said, we have too many pretty boys. He's pretty much, he's essentially saying, we don't have enough men.
Well.
Like that's pretty much essentially.
It's a big statement. It's a big statement.
It's like, he's like, we're given.
Not saying he's wrong, but it's
that
a big
was
statement.
A paraphrase, but he pretty much said, we're giving big contracts to young men. We need older guys that can. I'm like, yeah, yes and no.
I mean,
I get where he's coming from.
They've got Adam Reynolds, who's one of the oldest players in the league, probably.
Yeah.
And,
I get where he's coming from.
He's been injured a lot of the years, so
it's also like, no, look at all these young guns who are genuine, like really good.
Yeah. Like, I mean, they're the same young people that everyone was praising last year because they were made a grand final.
Exactly right.
But I don't know what's happened there.
Yeah, it's not good.
There's something. Like, I know they've had a lot of injuries and that
Every
kind of
team
thing.
has.
But
I don't cop that excuse anymore.
Yeah.
The only team I will dead set give an exemption for is the Rabbits this year when it comes to injuries.
Yeah.
Like, the only team I'll give... Because every team gets injured, right? Anyways, fuck them. Grand finalists for nothing.
Speaking of grand finals, this is...
It's the grand final of the shit kickers.
I think it's better than any grand final we've ever seen.
Ooh, big statement.
I think... Well, it's not my words. It's what they're saying.
You've ever seen. You're a Parramatta fan.
It's what they're saying. They're saying this is the greatest game of rugby league ever. That's what they're saying. That's what they're saying.
By what? By they? Do you mean
they're saying it?
Parramatta fans above the age of 50 in the Facebook comments?
Mate, that's what they're saying.
Are they?
I'm just telling you what they're saying. That's all.
60. Parramatta defeat the Tigers 60-26.
Yep.
That the sin bin.
What a game.
That sin bin really fucking... That was the end of it, isn't it?
It was very... Look, it's almost everything that you wanted to see from a spoon bowl.
You got a bit of this, bit of that.
You got a bit of that. You got an Appy Coruscant sin bin, which has just, been a real statement of the Tigers' side this year.
17 for the season.
I think he's had about 4 or 5 just himself.
17 as a club is nuts. Like, surely the NRL's... Like, 17's fucked.
So, it was a real great way to cap off an outstanding season for both these clubs. The Appy Coruscant was just that cream on the top, wasn't it?
Yep.
It just...
Yep.
And then, Parramatta's...
Big Reg.
Speaking of creaming, like 60 points.
The Reginator.
He's gone.
No, don't remember that. He scored.
He scored. He did.
And he kicked.
He did. What a goal. Straight over the black dot.
I've never seen so many goal kickers in one round. It was awesome.
Oh, there were so many. How about Burgess kicking?
It was that take you picked it. Yeah, that was awesome. Good old Burgie.
Yeah. But he had a great performance.
He did.
RCG.
He did very good. Well, I still don't really understand why that...
Yeah. Anyway, we'll
is
get into that a bit later. But
go the Eels.
Go the Eels. Some were saying that they're worthy of a final spot after this.
They're rolling into some good form for next season.
That's it.
That's what I've heard too.
Peaking at the right time.
Yep.
Peaking at the right time of the season. That's what you want.
Don't get the spoon. That would have been your 15th spoon.
Yeah, I know.
I always fell over when someone told me. Someone said
we've had plenty.
Someone that was watching it was like, "How many spoons we got?" And I said, "I'm pretty sure it's 10 plus." They're like, "No."
I think I think we hold the record. Let's
I think
have
you have.
Let's do some.
No,
research.
you do. I know this. And you had 6 straight or 5 straight before the NRL era.
Yeah.
Like something stupid like 1972 to like 1977 or 76. Something stupid. Like you're 14. I know it's 14. In the NRL era.
Let's have a look. Wooden spoons. Here we go. No. We're 14.
Magpies don't
Western
fucking
Suburb
count.
Magpies. They're on
the
top.
Tigers
They've got 18. They've got 18. So University. Geez, they were not a great side to be supporting, were they?
50. Here we go. Here it is. 52 for the Parramatta Eels.
47, 52.
But this little period
54, here. 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61. Yeah, not a great time.
Jesus,
not a great time.
Christ.
And then 70, 72, and then in recent times, 2012, 2013. I remember that well. They were dark years. Towards the end of Hindmarsh's career and Sando.
Luke Burt.
Yeah, Chrissy Sando and...
Chris Redding.
Who else do we have?
Chris Redding.
Joel Reddy.
Joel Reddy.
He was good, actually. I liked him, Joel Reddy.
He had a wild hairdo. The Wolf Man.
Yeah, who was some other... Chase Blair, he was around.
That criminal.
Yeah.
Matu Ma'u.
Ma'u. He was good. He was a good player.
He could play.
He
could play.
He was a scary man.
He'd probably kill you.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Seriously, he would kill you.
Who else was around? Like
Isaac De Gois.
De Gois, yeah, he was around that time, wasn't he?
Who were your halves? Sandow and who?
Hayne, I think. I think Hayne played 5'8" those years.
So who was your fullback? I know your wingers.
Luke Burt.
He was a winger.
He played a couple of games at fullback.
Luke McKinnon? Was that time?
No.
Morgan.
Someone Morgan, was it?
Pearson Morgan.
I don't know.
The lawyers.
Who knows?
Anyways, dark times.
Dark times.
I remember the
2014. And then 2018.
Yeah.
2018. That was a rough year too. That was the year after. I think we made the top 4.
Top 4 and then
died. Almost beat Melbourne in in a qualifying final. I think it was like first versus fourth. We went to Melbourne and probably should have won them. Had a couple of calls go against us. And 2018, Jared Hayne came back, and it didn't go well.
What are they?
Hayne playing.
The Hayne cam. Fuck off, Titans.
Yeah.
You wanks.
I
remember the Sharks 2014 one. That was
good.
Sad year. I think we won 3 games.
Yeah.
And one of them was against you, so
yeah,
it all made it better.
Well, there was a few years before that as well that you were towards the bottom.
Oh, bro, we were third last or second last for like 4 or 5 years straight.
But West Tigers, 3 in a row, 22, 23, 24, 3-peat. Well done. Well done to them.
It's funny how most clubs get the spoon in their first year, like Sharks, 1967. First year.
Yeah, well, Parramatta, 47.
That's funny as fuck.
Who hasn't won one yet?
Dragons haven't got one. Warriors haven't got one.
Manly haven't.
And Manly haven't got one.
Penrith, they haven't won.
They've got one.
Sure. They've got 3. They've got 4.
Yeah, but so they had a few dark years.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dragons, Warriors, Titans, and Manly are the 4.
Newcastle would have a few. Yeah, they did.
2015,
they did 3 in a row too. 15,
2017.
16, 17.
There you go, I was right. I didn't even see it.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's move back onto the games.
Let's move on.
Roosters defeat the Rabbits 36-28.
Yeah.
And the Rabbits was steaming home.
Yeah, it was a pretty average game, to be honest.
I think everyone just flicked it off, or it was a bit of background noise.
Yeah.
Take of that what you will.
Well, the main game was before it, obviously. So
like literally, without being funny, it was. Who would have thought a Rabbits Roosters round 27 clash would be overshadowed by the Western Tigers and the fucking Parramatta Eels?
The spoon bowl.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
We live in such a meme culture where it's sadly the truth.
The only disappointing part of that game was Blocker wasn't commentating.
Yeah, did you see that? You saw the Sportsbet thing?
Sportsbet put something up, yeah.
That was funny.
That was good.
When he was trying to pronounce Mark Nikolawas. Yeah. I'm not going to, hit that name.
Yeah.
He's like, and I don't have to pronounce his name. Nawasi. That was hilarious.
He called him like Nugga.
Yeah.
Something like that.
He's like, it's better for me too because I have no chance of pronouncing. That was good by Sportsbet. It was quite funny.
Yeah. Me thinking amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. Raiders.
They
defeat the Red V 26-24. The Dragons have officially died.
Yeah. Well, they have. They're
out. The last 6 weeks have been abysmal.
Well, they were in a...
They beat the Storm. And it was on. Everyone was
beat the Storm and they look like a genuine top 8 team.
We're guaranteed top 8. One more win and we're guaranteed. And they've just died.
Fallen off a cliff.
Every week since.
I think before that game, no one expected anything of them. Even though they were getting higher in the ladder, they still weren't rated. Like, people just thought,
Yep.
they're shit. Whereas after that, people had that bit of expectation on them.
I think
they just couldn't handle that pressure.
100%. You're right. And I think teams worked out how to beat them. Just rampage through the middle because their forwards aren't big.
Yeah.
What's his name? Murdoch Masilla. Before he got injured, he was an enforcer.
Yeah.
The Dragons pack went forward with him.
Yeah.
Since his injury, it's
I thought DeBellum was pretty good, but he was a bit inconsistent.
I think he's good, but he's not
I thought he had really good games where he was really strong for him, and then there was other games where he was okay, but,
I mean, I'm just comparing Canberra's forwards to theirs. Like, look at Papali'i. Tarpany. Horsburgh.
He was great again.
All of them.
Yeah.
They all just ran through the middle and worked them down.
Yeah. So there was an opportunity there. They had a bit of hope for about a day.
One day.
They were still in the chance, but not to be.
Cowboys 44 absolutely drill the Bulldogs.
Yeah. The Bulldogs, they were poor. Really poor.
And the Cowboys are really good too.
When they
were on.
The way the Bulldogs have kind of had their season based on defence, and they just did not aim up at all. I thought they'd be a lot better, but
no Burton, no Zeri, so
yeah, but they shouldn't have.
I can give them a bit of an excuse.
They shouldn't have impacted their defence. That's what's disappointed me.
Yeah, no Critter.
Crichton was there.
No, isn't that his week? Oh no, I've gone.
Crichton was there, so
yeah, okay. No.
I thought they'd be
Cowboys are
a lot stronger. Cowboys were very good.
They were throwing some trick shots too, eh?
But yeah, I thought Bulldogs were really disappointing. And after that performance, I think you could put them a line through them as a genuine contender. I can't see them.
I'm not giving up on them yet.
I'm giving up.
2 weeks. I think the Cowboys are just that red hot at the moment. Like
I think they've had a really easy run, the Bulldogs, and the last 2 weeks they've had to play decent teams, and they've couldn't handle it. So,
fair.
Yeah, I think it could. A lot of hope, a lot of hype around the Bulldogs, but I don't think it's going anywhere, unfortunately. I'd like to see them do well because it's great for rugby league, seeing them, the crowds they're getting, and all of that, but I just can't see it.
It was the perfect setup.
Yeah.
Packed out. Just give a bit of something.
Yeah.
And they couldn't give nothing.
Nothing at all.
So, it happens. I'm not worried. I think they can beat Manly. But then again, they're both teams that can beat each other.
Yeah.
If they play 10 times, it's 5-all.
Yeah.
Like that sort of.
Yeah.
Anyways, Panthers 18 defeat the Titans 12. This is the best I've seen the Titans play in months.
Yep. They were good.
Granted that Penrith had a few out.
And Panthers were quite poor, to be honest.
And Panthers were poor. But I also think
they were just trying to get through the game. They kind of expected they were going to win easily.
100%.
And they just were trying to kind of get themselves through to the finals, basically.
I also got to credit the Titans' defense. That was the best I've seen them defend in a long while. Like, their back rolls were hitting up. Having Bo Firma at centre, a bit more size against Alamotti worked. That worked. It was a master stroke.
And no Fafita either. No Fafita for the Titans.
He has been poor. Yeah. And the week that he's not there, they had a really good defensive.
Well, defensively especially, he's been really
very poor.
He's made some terrible reads over the last probably couple of months. So maybe that helped him.
You never know. Just playing you don't have to give him the ball every set or worry about get him into a certain spot of the field.
Yeah,
you never know. Cleese Haas, he gives away a few penalties, doesn't he?
He loves
I would love to look up his stats on penalties later. Anyways, Sharks 40 defeat the Manly Seagulls at Brookvale. 20.
Sharks were outstanding. That's
physical game.
They've really hit their form that they had at the start of the year. I think over the last couple of weeks they lost it through the middle part of the season, but
We're back.
2 or 3 weeks they're looking like a genuine top 4 team, and they look, and they've got Melbourne this week, who they've got a pretty good record against.
We just always randomly play decent against them.
Yeah,
I like Fitzgibbon's tactics recently. It's 35 minutes, play boring as fuck, and then all of a sudden, when they're expecting you just to hit it up, you got your forwards doing short cutout balls. You got Hazelton being a premier playmaker.
Yeah,
like it's exciting. It's random.
You've probably got one of the biggest packs in the game.
Size-wise, I'd have to agree. Not the greatest, but biggest, yes. Hunt, Hamunueli, Hazelton.
Yeah.
And then you got McInnes, who is just a little
They're all kind of, apart from McInnes, they're all kind of impact players.
100%.
But
Rudolph, personally, I think Rudolph's been our best forward.
Yeah. Well, he can't even get a run in at the moment, can he?
He's starting, but people don't talk about it. I seriously think the last month he has been the most physical.
Yeah.
He's wanted to work, and he's played well.
Yeah.
He got a bit of hate in that middle part of the season. I don't know why. I think Sharks fans just love picking, like most fans, they pick one player and they roll with it. But I think he's been more than handy. Especially starting at 8. Kafusi.
He's been very good.
He just does his job,
Yeah. Yeah, I think, in terms of what they offer, and they don't lose much when their starting props go off and their bench forward. They're kind of very like for like.
Yeah, it's a good plan.
And then you got McInnes, who's just that he'll play 80 minutes and he'll get through all the tough stuff.
But he's always got a cut or a bruise.
Whereas all the other forwards, they kind of rotate and they provide that impact. So it's a really handy forward pack. And next year, especially getting Fanua Blake as well, he's just going
to... Better skill.
Yeah.
Like not just big body and skillful.
Yeah.
Anyway, Tom Hazelton for president.
Yeah.
Prime Minister, World Nations leader.
One nation.
One nation leader. Whatever you want him to do, get him there. Get him a role. Knights, 14. Defeat the Dolphins.
Yeah.
6.
This was...
hard done by. I'm sorry, that call on the Dolphins was fucking atrocious. That was a defensive decision, and you can't tell me otherwise.
Well, it was defensive decision from...
It was a flop.
From the outside, and then because of that defensive decision, it knocked him into that other player who got obstructed. But the obstruction wasn't caused by, I think it was Lemu running that line. Yeah. It was caused by the defensive decision that knocked Lemu into that other player.
Correct.
So technically it was caused by
I seriously think that
Dolphins.
Was one of the worst calls I've seen in a while. Even, look, I hate Joey. on commentate, like when he commentates. When you got a Knights legend going, what the fuck? How is that an obstruction?
When he's normally so incredibly biased towards Newcastle.
Exactly. That's what I mean. When he was the opposite, I'm like, okay. Because I thought to myself straight away, me and Dad were like, that's fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
We went up in arms.
Yeah.
So
Wayne wasn't happy.
For once, I agree with Wayne not being happy.
I love his press
Usually, I'm like, Wayne, you're doing your old deflection tactic, and it's working.
Yeah.
But this week, he was cranky, and I'm with him.
Yeah.
I get it.
I like seeing him cranky. It's good.
Yeah, it was nice.
Because normally he just like shuts down and doesn't say anything, whereas...
Also, what do you think of the Trey Fuller, Fido, both in the side? I thought it worked well. Great.
I thought Fuller was outstanding.
I thought he
looked dangerous.
Fuller. It really unlocked him.
He looked dangerous every time he touched the ball. He looked like he was making a half break. The strength on that man.
Brother, for such a little guy.
He is such a small guy, but he just seemed to break through every tackle that he got through.
Agreed. He's going forward. You got to keep him in that side. I think that... And Fido played as a roaming fullback anyway.
He did, and when he was on that edge, you could just tell it was because it was Gagai's edge, wasn't it? And
Gagai was struggling.
He was concerned.
Poor Gagai was in hell.
He did well, to be fair, to give him credit, Gagai.
Bit of speed, but
he did really well, but you could tell it really worried him having them on the outside. They were worried about that little grubber through.
That first step.
It just created that, I guess, indecision with the defensive. We've got someone who is fucking rapid. We just need to be on our game here. So
you could see the sweat pouring off Gagai's eyebrows. Like, please don't, just run straight at me. Yeah. Please just run at me.
Yeah. And then again, that unlocked Fuller because they're all focused on the hammer.
He runs
and then
hard.
He's able to kind of just cut back on the inside, and I think that's how he was making a lot of breaks. So I think it really worked for him. Unfortunately, they didn't get a result, but I think they were probably the better team in this game, to be honest.
I think Ponga just had an absolute outstanding day out.
The Knights were great defensively, to be fair, to give them credit.
They were.
But there were definitely some things that,
Ponga was great.
If this game gets played 10 times, I think Dolphins probably win more than they lose.
Yeah. I'm excited for the old Dolphs.
But if Knights can defend like that, then, who knows what they can do in the finals.
Exactly right. And if Ponga
they defend
has
like that, and Ponga does some Ponga stuff.
He's taking the piss.
You never know. They could cause some upsets against big teams.
They'd just be that annoying team. But they got the Cowboys.
If you're a top team, like if you're Penrith and Melbourne, I think they're a team that on their day can trouble them.
Yeah, well, we've seen it in the past. Knights normally get up.
Probably 9 out of 10 they lose, but they've got that one game in them where they can win.
Well, they did it last year against Melbourne, didn't they?
Yeah.
So.
Whereas I think the Dogs and the Cowboys, I don't think they quite have that extra gear to trouble those teams.
But see, the Dolphins...
Knights have it. They have that talent with Ponga.
I think the Cowboys are just so red hot at the moment, but...
Yeah.
Fuck, bad week to get them, Knights. Sorry. Unlucky.
Yeah.
Unlucky was.
And the bye.
Waz got the bye.
Waz, so...
That sucks.
Yeah.
I wanted to see one more SJ moment.
Yeah.
That would have been hectic.
Yeah, but anyway, not to be.
Yeah, no. What can you do?
Yeah, but let's talk about RCG. So he's gone.
I think it's so stupid.
Parramatta let him go for, I can only imagine, salary cap reasons.
Who are you replacing with Ogden? He's nowhere near the forward that RCG is, respectfully.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't see it. I don't see what they see in Ogden.
No.
Massive body, but he puffs out early.
Yeah.
Whereas RCG weirdly has a pretty good motor.
He can play 80 minutes. He has played 80 minutes in the past. So.
Bolo's coming back next year. Wouldn't you want him for one more year at least?
Yeah.
Last year of the contract.
The only thing I can imagine is salary cap reasons, and we had to let him go to get that money off the cap.
Would he be on a big wicket, like a serious...
I think he's on a fair bit, yeah.
You did get him off at Penrith.
I think he's on about 800k.
Fucking somewhat deserved, but...
Yeah.
Him and Paolo have been one of the two best forwards.
Paolo's been disappointing, though.
Just injuries.
This year, he's really kind of fallen off a cliff a little bit.
I think it's just injuries. They're finally catching up with the Parramatta Eels.
Yeah.
That year that they went to the final, they barely got injured.
Yeah.
So it shows.
Yeah.
You're healthy, you win.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. I'm very surprised.
It's a bad call, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I'm hearing the Broncos. I'm hearing the Broncos a lot. Hayne Haas. RCG.
I'm hearing Dragons.
And I'm hearing Dragons. But then Flane came out and said we're unsure. So it's hard because he's pretty honest.
Yeah.
He's a straight shooter, so I can't tell if he's taking the piss or bit of deflection tactics.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't want him signed.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I'd like the Broncos. Corey Jensen, Payne Haas, RCG is your front row pairing.
Yeah.
Marty Tapau off the bench. Carrigan. That's a
strong pack.
That's a big, strong physical pack. Imagine Payne Haas for 60 minutes. Then you got RCG just fucking.
Yeah. There's no doubt someone will pick him up anyway.
100%. 100%.
The only way, as I said, I think it's got to be salary cap. There's no other way that.
Surely.
The way he's playing, he's in probably almost career best form.
And he's one of the most.
He won the Ken Thornett medal last night as well,
rightfully fucking so.
Which is Parramatta's best player. So
rightfully so. He was amazing. So.
Yeah, it's a strange one, and there's no forwards off there's not a lot of forwards off contract at the moment anyway to sign someone.
Surely you're not looking to next year, but you're not thinking okay, we'll get it forward the next season. Surely you need to replace him ASAP.
Yeah, but I think it is. I think it's free up money and basically write off next year, and then look forward to 2027.
Although I hate you guys, you don't deserve it. You're not in a rebuilding stage, in my opinion. You've got enough talent still to be good.
But it's an aging roster, so you gotta act quick. You can't wait another year and then
I get it.
And then wait. The time is now.
Shouldn't
this team now is good enough?
They are
to win, they don't have many years left in them.
But RCG had one more year left in that contract. You're telling me they couldn't just play him for that one extra year?
Yeah.
To put things in place, for Riles to have a whole season to look for a forward,
unless it was Riles' decision to let him go,
unless
he's got to have had some kind of impact,
who's
right?
Who's a random? Royce Hunt, no, he's already signed. Hamlin Ueli, if they know he's off contract, are you trying to put the word in now? What's the point of writing off the season? Try and look now.
Yeah,
that's just weird.
It's
a
strange one.
Especially a forward pack, the most important position in the field. Sometimes,
and there's not it's been our problem for a while. When RCG and Junior's been on the field,
it's night and day, and
when they're off the field, it's a completely different side.
It's like a different team.
And by just getting rid of one of those, probably the best one out of those two anyway. Yeah, I'm baffled. Unless it's literally we will be over the salary cap if we don't offload someone.
Yeah.
And he was, only had a year left in his contract, and the money that he was on, he was more likely to sign for another club, I guess. But if that's not the reason, if it's a performance decision or a roster decision,
no way,
that's not based off salary cap, then I do not get it whatsoever.
It's strange. I'd be very upset if I was a Parramatta fan with this decision.
Yeah.
Because I love RCG. Very physical.
Yeah.
He can get knocked on his ass 100 times. He's getting back up.
He's just a team man as well. You tell the way he plays. He's for the team.
Every time you score, he's the first guy there. Yeah. Every time there's something positive happening, he's in it.
So anyway, it is what it is.
Round one of the finals.
Finals, they're underway. Some good matches. Some probably not as good matches, but...
Well, that's how it normally works.
It's
what top 8.
Yeah. But look, I this year, to me, it feels very much like either Penrith or Melbourne will win. It doesn't seem that competitive. Roosters, I thought, were a chance, but with their injuries, I think they've fallen away. Sharks, potentially, but I just don't see them with that extra, kind of thing to match with those top sides. Yeah. And then everyone else is just, I think, making up the numbers.
See, I'm a bit different. These bottom 4 teams scare me a bit.
Yeah.
On their day, as you said, on Manly's day, they can be the best team in the comp.
On their day, I think they can.
Cowboys.
But I don't think they can do it for 4 weeks.
The only one that, the Bulldogs, you know what you're going to get from them. You're going to get high defense,
Yeah.
They're the only team where I look and go, okay, you know what you're getting.
Yeah.
The other 3 in the bottom 8 just scare me.
Yeah.
As we've spoken about. For me, they scare me. On their day, Tom Turbo's back.
Yeah.
Manly, completely different side.
Yeah.
Cowboys, when they want to, they just flick a switch and it's on.
I think they can have one game where they can do it, but I don't think they'll be able to get to the grand final. They won't be able to do it for 4 weeks.
That's fair.
They might cause an upset in, the semi-finals and they might make their way to the prelims.
Yeah. No, I see your point.
That's as far as they're going, though.
I do see what you mean. It's a good point.
Let's
get into it anyway.
Yeah.
We got the Panthers taking on the Roosters at Bluebet Stadium on Friday night at 7:50 p.m. Great time slot, and I think it's going to be a great game, regardless of the injuries. So, excited for this one.
This will be good. Cleary's back.
He is.
I think with the injuries to the Roosters, I think the Panthers aren't exciting me this year. They're just...
That's what's scary about them, isn't it?
They're just... Their attack all year has not kind of got there. Like, they had one game against, I think, the Sharks.
Well, they come second.
They had one game against the Sharks where their attack kind of clicked.
Yep.
Apart from that, I don't recall them really...
It's scary.
Putting a team to the sword
and
having that Penrith kind of attack.
I'm scared, dude.
It's just all been defence, and they've kind of scrapped their way to a couple of wins, and somehow they're second. Like,
bro, it's scary, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because they will turn it on in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
In a 3-minute game period, they will turn it on and they're set.
Yeah.
It's scary. It's proper. Fish is going, so they're going to be more motivated than ever before.
Because like the way they're playing, you'd say that they've been pretty poor, but they're still winning.
They're winning. I don't think they've been poor. I think it's just people are starting to catch up. The gap's closing a touch.
Yeah.
But I'd say this is weirdly a rebuilding year for Penrith, and they come second. Yeah. They've blooded so many new guys, like 9 or 10 in the last 4 weeks.
Yeah.
And they're still second.
Like they've had Cleary out for most of the year. You take their halfback away from most teams.
Schneider. They've been good.
You look at Parramatta without Moses. You look at Sharks without Nico. Like you take away their halfback. The Broncos without Reynolds. Take away their halfback. It's all over.
With them,
it's just next in line. Luai steps up. Everyone else steps up. They scrap their way. It's not pretty, but they scrap their way to wins.
They haven't had Sorensen most of the year. Lugana fills in perfectly fine. Eisenhuth off the bit. Like, bro, they just got battlers. Proper. They had Lindsay Smith playing at the back row one game, and he killed it.
Yeah.
It's a bit scary. I'm actually a bit worried, eh?
Yeah, I think Panthers at home, they're gonna step up here.
Dill Edwards is getting healthier.
I think we're going to see a different Panthers side this game, and I think they're going to be too good for the Roosters.
I think it's going to be physical. Very, very physical.
I am disappointed that the Roosters have those injuries, because I think this would be... I think they would really push them.
I still think they're going to push
the way that they've been attacking. But again, they've had such a poor record, even with those players, against
Penrith and Melbourne.
Just top 8 teams in general.
Actually, you're right.
They've kind of been a bit flat track bullies, really.
Yeah. But it's the Roosters.
But they've still got that talent there. Yep. They've still got Tedesco. They've still got Manu. They've still got,
great players. Across the whole board.
So
Critter.
Yeah.
Sorry, Gus. I like to call him Critter too. Critter V2.
Yeah. So look, I think this.
Who's tipping?
I'm going Panthers. I think this will be a real grindy game.
I'm going to join you too.
I think it'll be like...
I think they're going to win by 8.
Panthers will win like 18-10.
Yeah. Yep. And I think they're going to want it to be that way too.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a massive focus on tightening up the seams.
Yeah. And
just getting through some sets. It'll be boring, but I think that's what they're going to try and do.
Yeah. For the next game, Saturday 4 o'clock, an interesting time slot.
4:05 p.m. Like, are you kidding?
4:05, yeah, get it right. Storm and the Sharks.
Why? The team that comes first gets the single worst slot of the week. I'm not even just saying this as a Sharks fan. If I was a Melbourne fan, I would be fucking livid. There is no AFL going on that day that any Melbourners care about. It's GWS versus Brisbane, I believe.
Yeah. So they've got the city to themselves.
They've got the whole city.
They've got the opportunity not to compete with AFL, and they don't put them on prime time.
Put them on the Saturday night.
Yeah.
Or put them on... Just move it to a later time. Why can't they do that? I'm pissed off. Swap them with the Knights Cowboys game. It's so stupid.
Yeah. They've got a golden opportunity to really take it to the AFL with no AFL in the city. And
it's a rivalry. This is probably the perfect round 1 matchup for both teams. They've been rivals since 2015, and it's still going. It's been 9 years of this.
Yeah,
they could have. They've missed out big time, in my opinion. And if I was a Melbourne fan, I would be fucking livid. Why did we get stitched up with the 4:05? Like, do they forget that cricket season starts this weekend? Melbourne 80% of their sport is either AFL or fucking cricket.
Yeah.
They're going to be set on a lot of people watching this game just on TV by the sheer numbers of cricket players this weekend. It's the first round for every season. It's stupid. Like, it is stupid.
Yeah. Strange one. I would have thought, Cowboys and Knights, that's kind of... That's the game where you'd want early. And
you watch that be the shittest fucking...
You'd put Storm and Sharks at prime time. Like,
if I was a Melbourne
that makes sense to me.
But they came first.
Like
Storm came first.
You want your best games, which, in my opinion, are the two qualifying finals, the two top four teams.
And they should be
You want them both in prime time. You want one Saturday night and you want one Friday night. That makes sense in terms of rating, in terms of viewerships, crowds, whatever.
So stupid. So stupid.
Very odd. But anyway.
And if you want to compete with the AFL, fuck them. Just put on the Saturday night and see how we go.
Yeah. I think that's the reason they didn't, because they don't want to compete.
It's GWS and Brisbane.
They don't want to compete NRL with AFL.
So
but
stupid. They wouldn't fuck.
There's no Melbourne teams playing AFL, so I don't know.
It's so stupid. And Brisbane Lions are hated by Melbourneers, and so are GWS, because half their team... Shout out Toby Green, who's not very well liked.
Well, I mean, they don't really have many fans at the GWS anyway, so...
In Melbourne, I can't fucking imagine...
They barely have any fans in Sydney. They're not going to have any in Melbourne.
Fired. Anyways, who got winning this one?
I think Melbourne. Will win. They'll be too good. But I think it'll be tight. I think it's always tight between these two teams.
I like the fact that we got Melbourne.
I think Sharks are probably the best chance of beating Melbourne. I just think they stack up really well against them.
We do.
Sharks have a really good record against Melbourne.
It's weird.
It's very strange. I think yeah.
I'm going to tip the Sharks by 2.
Yeah.
I can seriously see this being 22-24.
Yeah, I think out of all the teams in the top 4, I think Sharks are the biggest chance of beating Melbourne.
Weirdly.
As crazy as that sounds. But yeah.
It's hard to explain, isn't it?
Yeah.
We just weirdly get up.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter what team we roll out, we just get up.
I think Melbourne by 4 though.
Yeah. No, either way, I think it's going to be fucking tight.
I think it'll be high scoring this one. Saturday Arvo, I think there's going to be plenty of points.
So fucking weird.
Plenty of points here. I reckon it could be like 26-28. That kind of vibe.
Melbourne's kryptonite. They usually they don't play in the daytime.
No.
The old Storms.
Well, you don't normally have day storms, do
they?
That's
right.
They
normally, you don't really get sun showers and.
There you go. As the night comes in, the clouds come over, and
that's right. Anyways, fuck you NRL pussies.
Mitch just wants to watch his team play.
Well, one, I want to watch. I don't really care too much about it. I just want to see the best game possible at a good time. Am I getting up for the Knights Cowboys? No. I'll watch it, but will I be getting up for it?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Country versus Knights at fucking Country Bank West, fucking Combank. What do they call it these days?
It's
Queensland Country
Bank Stadium.
Bank Stadium. Fucking Rough Riggers Stadium.
What stadium would we have if we... What's a Rough Rig Stadium?
What's a rough stadium? Probably like Campbelltown.
Yeah.
Pretty rough. Have you seen it? It's pretty shit, isn't
Belmore?
it? Nah, that's like sacred. I don't think we've hit sacred levels yet.
Redfern Oval.
Redfern Oval. Blacktown Sports Park.
North Sydney Oval. Bring back the Bears.
Yep.
They're coming back.
Perth Bears.
Perthy. They'll be playing at North Sydney Oval.
They will.
A couple games, I think.
I did see that.
Yeah.
They did say they would do that.
But yeah, Cowboys Knights. This will be an entertaining game. I think there will be plenty of points here again. Both teams really good attack. With if Ponga fires,
I think the Cowboys get up and get up well.
Defensively, the Knights have been good last week, but before that time, they haven't really been.
Yeah, it's what coin flip
in
Knights
defense,
are we going to get this week.
Yeah,
it's the old coin flip Knights.
It's a very coin flippy game.
It's what are we going to get
say
for
the
the
same for the Cowboys. Cowboys have had some poor performances in the past. They've had some good performances late. They seem to be clicking at the right time. Their attack is there.
I think Clifford's kicking game has really elevated this run.
Clifford's been good.
His boot is
Drinkwater's great. And then they've got the strike power on the wings and the edges to.
It's gonna be a good
really
game.
Good. They've got the second row as well. I think that'll give them the edge. Having Lukey, I think he's really good on the edge.
Lukey has been fucking unreal the last month.
Yeah, I think Fini Fuiaki has been pretty good as well, coming off the bench.
Yep, he is.
So that they've got the Nanai. He's been a lot better defensively.
Last week
since
night and day.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
Since you gave him a bit of a call out, he must be listening.
He must be listening. No, he was very good last week.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, very good defensively, actually.
So you got winning this one?
I'm going to go the Knights.
I'm going the Cows.
I think Ponga's got something in store against his old club. They're playing for the Kalen Ponga Cup, and he's all for it.
Jesus, that's Stribly. He's played like 4 games there.
He played a final for him.
Yeah, exactly, which is weird.
Played a semi-final.
One of the handful of games was a semi. He probably wishes he stayed, didn't he? Anyways, Bulldogs versus the Seagulls.
This one I'm excited for,
funnily
enough.
I think
the crowd's going to get...
This could be fun.
The crowd, it's going to be fun. That's a good word for it.
This could be fun.
I think there's going to be points here again.
I see the Bulldogs just being physical as fuck and making sure they get through their first 10 sets. No exciting play.
Yep.
But once that 10 sets hit, it's on.
Yep.
I think Serrato will say now, just fucking start consistent and then fucking open up.
Yep.
I reckon that's what we're going to get. And I think there's going to be fucking plenty of Burton bombs. He hasn't pulled them out for a good 8 weeks now.
He's going to...
I think Turbo's...
He's been saving them.
He's
been saving them.
I think Turbo,
saving them up. Saving them in the chamber.
I think Saab is going to get a fucking...
Saab's going to cop it.
Bashing.
Yep.
Like, unless Turbo covers for him...
He's going to have to.
I think Saab is in for a long fucking day to call. Imagine being on the edge, you drop it, Bulldogs fans are just fucking abusing you. Rattled. I'd be rattled.
Yeah.
I'd want to cry. Take me off, coach. I think Bulldogs win. But Manly are scary.
Well, the bookies can't split them.
They can't. $1.90 a piece.
And I'm struggling to split them too, to be honest. I think the bookies have got that right.
Yeah. Turbo's back.
Turbo's back. He's huge, and he can win the game on his own.
Burton's back. Scares me.
I think
scary game.
Bulldogs aren't scary. I don't think Bulldogs don't scare me.
You know what you're gonna get.
You know what you're gonna get. They're gonna
consistency.
They're gonna be pretty good. But they've been poor the last 2 weeks. They're being up every game for the season. Is it starting to take its toll? Are they starting to kind of?
Yeah, is the season a bit long for them? Is it?
They're not used to being up for this long.
Playing that sort of defense all year.
Yeah.
Tough.
Yeah.
But Turbo, when he wants to, mate, he can just...
And how much are they rattled with, the Josh Adokar news and, he's not playing this week, so...
Well, he might be.
No, he's not.
Like
he's ruled himself out.
Yeah, that's by club. That's his lawyers for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So
that sucks for Bulldogs fans. One of their premier wingers.
It's terrible time.
And he actually impacts their games hugely. Oh, yeah. Like their early kicks.
Well, when we were speaking about
the kick chase
with the Dolphins with Hammer, like he does the same thing for the Bulldogs. Like he's
a leader.
He keeps that edge on the toes. He brings that energy. He offers a lot. Like him and Burton have a really good connection. It's a big loss for him, actually.
Massive, bro. It's huge because Zeri really thrives knowing that Adokar's on his outside.
Yeah.
And why wouldn't you?
Yeah, you've just got to half beat the centre.
Once Seri beats the man by half an inch, Fox he's going zoom. See ya.
Yeah, I think Manly are going well. With Turbo, he's the guy there.
Threatening.
No Turbo, then they don't quite have that extra edge.
Yeah.
And I think Bulldogs get over him, but I think he's what's his name? Turbo.
Turbs.
He's got, I reckon, 2 tries in himself that he'll either set up or score himself. That's 12 points that they're straight away.
So who are you going to tip saying all this? Cause
I'm going Manly.
I'm going to go the Dogs. I think they're going to bounce back. But again,
But I'm excited. I'm excited to see the crowd.
Yeah, it's going to be nuts. It's going to be a blue and white army.
Thing is, if you had to ask me this 2 weeks ago, I'd say Bulldogs win.
Yeah.
Bulldogs win well. They were undefeated at a core.
Yeah.
So it was a real big home ground advantage. The last 2 games they played at a core, they've lost.
Yeah.
So they just doesn't quite have that edge that it used to have.
Yep. Correct. With you.
So I'm going Manly.
Easy. There are our tips. Go wild.
Yeah.
Do what you want with them.
That's it. What do you think of Adokar? We'll touch on that quickly. Obviously, he failed his roadside test.
Yeah.
Came back negative. Then he did the secondary test. And that's been shipped away. So we're waiting on results there.
Test, or is that the actual...
No, the one that they did on the back of the car. Back in the car. Back of the car.
Yeah, very weird one. It's a weird situation, isn't it?
But then they let him drive away. So I don't really know. He's maintaining his innocence.
Why would you let him drive away if he's...
That's what I don't understand. If he's...
So that's why I'm a bit sus about it.
So I feel like
we're not getting the whole story.
Yeah, someone's hiding something. I don't know who's hiding anything.
Yeah.
But someone's hiding something.
Gus's neck is wobbling.
Yeah.
He's saying some things.
Well, he came out on Twitter and he's like,
he's tweeting.
It's basically fake news. Then
China.
And then he came out a couple of hours later. He's like, actually, these reporters, they're on the money there. They've got this one right.
That's funny as fuck.
Because he didn't know. He spoke to Addo-Carr on the Friday when it happened.
Yeah, someone's lying.
Saturday morning, and Addo-Carr basically said he did the roadside test. It was inconclusive, and then he did the secondary test, and it came back negative.
Yeah, someone's fibbing.
That hasn't happened. But then I don't know if it's come back. If it's inconclusive, or if the first one was positive and the second one they haven't got the results, then why have they let him drive? That's the bit that I don't get.
Correct. Confusing. Very confusing.
So yeah, there's more to come, I think, here.
100%.
But we shall wait and see.
Legit.
Yeah, but I think that, look, Gus came out and he kind of said that he, in terms of the RLPA, they've got no right to stand him down because he's innocent at the moment. He hasn't been fined. He hasn't been charged with anything until those results come back. So technically he's fine. He's should be able to play, but he's come and stood down himself.
Take away the sting of the media. It's smart, but
I think it's
unfair.
Yeah,
it's so unfair for doggies.
I just wonder if it's his decision though, or whether Gus has kind of basically made him.
I think it's a tap on the shoulder.
Yeah.
You're telling me Addo-Carr packed a core stadium Sunday afternoon isn't going to want to play?
Yeah. Well, the other thing to the story that's
against
come out.
Saab.
Yeah. The other thing to the story that's come out is when he got pulled over, he was going to like a 7-Eleven or something to get a phone charger.
Yeah.
This was at halftime during the game.
Yeah.
Like he was obviously injured, but he still went to the game. This was the game against the Cowboys, right?
Yeah.
And at halftime, he'd left to get a phone charger. I find that a very strange excuse. Like if you're at the stadium at halftime, surely there's someone around that has a phone charger. If not,
they're not allowed to use their phones once they get in the sheds, eh?
So why does he need a charger then?
Well, he's allowed to because he's not playing.
Yeah.
And the ones that aren't playing are always sitting on their phones. But
so surely he'd be able to get a charger off someone.
Surely.
And even if he doesn't...
Or surely he's asking the staff, going, mate, we've got bigger fish to fry.
Or surely he's busy watching the game. He doesn't need he can live without his phone for half an
hour. You know what people are like with their phones, bro?
Yeah. I don't know. I find that's...
I feel like
that's a bit of a suspicious...
You're one of the old school people that don't rely on their phones, where a lot of people...
Yeah, but even if you do, you're watching the footy. You're watching the footy, you know. You're
you
watching
and
your team.
As footy fans do, but he's probably like, it's his life. He does it every single day.
Oh.
I get where you're all coming from. It is very etch and very weird.
Surely there's someone in the stadium. There's fucking 40,000 people in the stadium. Someone's got a phone charger.
Like, they would more than happily give you the charger for the
Ravi
night.
carries around his fucking portable phone chargers all the time. Surely someone's got one of them.
You mean his brick from his house? Yeah. Fucking takes it out of the wall every day.
The whole power pack? Someone's got to be carrying one of them.
Power pack? It's like a fucking soundbar. The size of a soundbar. Love you, Ravi.
So yeah. Anyway, we'll move on from that. But
do our bet of the week.
Let's do our bet of the week. What's yours?
NRL. Mine's. I've gone the one try scorer per game.
Yeah.
So in the first game, I've gone our friend of the show, Brian Tyler. Don't know if that's true, but I hope it is. Brian Tyler to score.
Yep.
In the Sharks Storm game, I've gone multi-Tarlo because it's a multi.
I like it.
He likes to get up against the big teams. He's a bit cocky. He's a bit brass. It's good. So I've gone him.
Yep.
He's around that $2 mark.
Yep.
In the Cowboys Knights game, I've gone Valentine Holmes. Your man.
Hate it.
Friend of the show.
Hope it loses. Don't jump on.
Wow. And in the last game, I have gone the Lebanese local, the Lebanese hero, the Lebanese favourite, Mr. Jacob.
You like Jacob. You've got a good relationship with Jacob.
I like heroes. He's a good guy.
He normally gets up for you.
He does. He really does. So those 4 legs are paying about $16.50.
Oh, good value.
Very good value.
Okay.
So they're all above $2, weirdly. So
like it.
Get around it.
I do like it.
The week.
I'm going something a bit different.
What's yours?
Something different here.
Hit me with it.
I'm going the overs. The over-unders. I'm dabbling in there.
All right, VJ.
Now.
Sitting on the couch of VJ here.
Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs.
Jesus. Full name. They're in trouble, are they?
Manly. Manly Warringah Sea Eagles.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Over.
Okay.
43.5. I think there's going to be points.
I can see that.
There's going to be points.
Sunday afternoon.
North Queensland Cowboys. Newcastle Knights.
Yep.
Over. 43.5.
Yeah. The way the Cowboys are scoring. Knights concern me a bit, but the way the Cowboys are going, I like it.
And Melbourne Storm. Cronulla Sharks. Over.
Ooh.
45.5.
Usually it's a bit of a dogfight, this game.
It's a Saturday arvo. Sun shining. I reckon they both got points in them.
They definitely both do have points, but they usually love going to an absolute dogfight.
Not today.
An absolute cockfight.
Not today. Now, I'm staying away from the other one because I think that'll be unders.
Yeah. So what's that paying?
That? $6.25.
I like that. Not bad.
Now, I'm tempted with that, as we spoke about.
You're going to add...
I don't normally like betting the unders because you're not cheering for tries. You're cheering for good defence. It's a little bit boring. But if you wanted to throw in the over-under, I like the unders for the Roosters and Panthers.
What's that, 43 and a half?
That'll take your odds. Let's have a look. That's 41.5. That'll take you to $11.95.
Okay.
So that's my bet of the week.
There are bets of the week. Remember to gamble responsibly.
You win some, you lose more.
Yep, that's it.
How'd you go last week? Yours
Savage. One away.
What a dog.
And they barely went to him second half.
Yeah.
Probably worked though. They scored all their tries.
Mine was close. What
about Horsburgh? I forgot to mention that try. Did you see it?
Good try.
The old shank grubber into the greatest positioning of all time. It like wedged into his elbow. And now they want to re-sign him. So
good.
A good month's footy gets you a new contract.
Good on you, Horry.
I wonder what RCG is doing wrong.
But yeah, mine didn't get up. We were close.
Very close. Like
three of the four legs got up.
You're underselling it. You were very close. And the one bloke that was looking the most likely to score didn't. Heath Mason.
He was the one that I was most confident in.
He was trying.
Sevo, he did it easy.
Oh, fucking piss easy.
Heath Mason, I thought he'd get over.
He was fucking
the overs, I think the overs were set at like 50. They ended up scoring fucking 80.
Any half break, I just see that little headgear pop up. I'm like, here we go. Here he is.
Isaiah Papali, that was the one that I was least confident in. He just barged his way over.
Row.
I thought he was playing back row, and then I heard that he got shifted to the lock, and I wasn't that keen anymore.
You were hesitant.
But stuck with it.
Yeah.
You got fucking dinosaurs on your roof here or something.
Birds.
Yeah.
They're just trying to listen to the show, dude.
But yeah, Heath Mason let us down.
Yeah.
Didn't quite get
there.
He
did try though.
He did try.
To his credit, every half chance he was there.
Didn't try enough. So
he didn't try.
He didn't try at all.
England played some cricket.
They did
against Sri Lanka.
Another moral victory for them.
Sri Lanka fucking bashed them. So that was a delight to watch. That was proper a delight to watch. An absolute batting collapse from England.
Yeah.
And I don't mind batting collapses. They happen. But it's the way they happened. They were swinging from the first ball. Literal first ball. And the Sri Lankan bowlers were just bowling consistent length after consistent length. And it finally paid off. Yeah,
there was some strange shot selections in there.
I'm not going to butcher his name. New young fella. He's got 127 not out to guide him home. And he didn't look like getting out once.
Yeah.
He literally just killed the English attack.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure to watch. Like an absolute pleasure. Now that shit's out the way, Australia, we defeated the strong nation of Scotland.
A huge cricketing nation.
Very well respected within the cricketing world.
Big. Very big on the cricket.
Massive. Some would say...
the biggest.
The most popular sport in their country. Some would say.
But yeah, we beat them.
Powerhouses.
I'll tell you what, they took it to us. Kind of.
When? No, jokes.
When they were bowling off
Brad Curry.
2-ball
One
run-ups.
of the great names.
Brad Curry.
What
did he do?
Bowled.
Oh,
can't bat. He can bowl though. I'll give him that.
Nah, who's the big bloke?
Yes, I know.
What? Something.
Yep.
I
think English should have been out.
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen it, he likes to bowl a bit early.
Yeah.
He likes to bowl prior to the crease.
He's a bit impatient. He just wants to get on with it.
But to his credit, he waits for the batsman to look up.
He
does actually wait
Yeah.
before. He's not cheeky.
Yeah.
He waits for you. I think the English should have been out.
Mm.
And
Well, he didn't back away until after the ball was released.
exactly.
So
And the thing was, what let him bat down?
Yeah.
He waited for him to look up, then he went into his motion. So I think it's out.
yeah,
I thought it was
Yeah.
out. Watching it live,
I like it. I think more people should bowl like
be
that. To be
aware.
honest. It's
He's done the right thing.
something a bit tricky. I like a bit of trickery.
Even as the batsman in your crease, like you're not backing up properly now.
Yeah,
So you could miss out on a run
Yeah.
or get a. I like it. It's good for the game.
yeah, something a bit different.
It's cool. I think he's out.
He
Old Australia.
he could-
always cheating.
could find his way into the Referees 11 with
Oh,
performances like that for sure.
Easily. I think you could easily get in there.
I'd almost be willing to induct him today.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
We can't even name his name.
I don't know his name.
Look
but
it up. Let's do the right thing.
what do I call him? Just Scotland.
Thick Scottish cricket.
Big.
That's it. Big Scotsman of cricket. I think it's. Yeah, it's. I don't want to butcher it because he's a great man. Just go to the scorecard, I guess. They're too skinny. Wow.
Did I get better results?
Wow. Will,
No.
go to the scorecard, brother.
Warwick Arm.
You're making this a lot harder than it has to be. Go to the scorecard.
The Fat 11. Here we go.
Oh, my God.
Mohammed Shazad.
Surely Rangatua. Is that how you say his name?
Jesse Wright. I didn't think he was too big. Rakimi's in there. Good on him. Rangan Herath. Yeah, fair enough.
No, this
Lasith Malinga, he has put on some weight.
he's always been thick.
Yeah, but he
Ranatunga.
have you seen him recently?
How is he not in the Fat 11?
I don't know. Mark Cosgrove at 12th
I don't
man.
respect this list at all. Shit list.
Two obvious big names missing.
Who?
Angelo Fatthews.
Fatthews.
Nah. Yeah, Mark Cosgrove, I think he's unlucky to be at 12th man. He deserves his way into the team for sure.
Yeah. Now, can you look up the Scottish man, please? Can you just write Scotland versus Australia, for fuck's sake? Scott Edwards.
Big.
Here we go.
Oh, there's fireworks.
On the fireworks.
Mark Watt.
Mark Watt, welcome to the Roughies 12. Sorry that took so long. We respect your game. Quite similar bowl to me, really. We're
Yeah.
both thick. Yeah,
Yeah, that's about it.
can't bat. But has he scored a 50 at B11s?
I don't know. Maybe he has.
Or whatever yeah. Anyways.
It's probably not quite that good quality over in Scotland.
Yeah, true. Big 62s. C43s.
But yeah, shout out to him.
Shout out to him.
And he was talking some rubbish in the press conference
like
as well.
It's good.
It's good.
He's trying to rev the boys up.
It's good. Saying, we're not just going to play against Australia, we're going to beat them.
Yeah, I like it. That's what you want, though.
They got smashed 3-0, but,
You don't want your players going, oh, they're going to beat us.
Yeah.
I mean, Scotland being a great cricketing nation, one of the greatest.
Yeah. Well, they should be winning, really.
Some would say the greatest T20 nation.
Yeah, they were well and truly the favourites to win. So
they're in the World Cup. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
We're lucky to beat them, really.
I think they beat England.
And
Scotland.
they almost beat us.
Yeah.
We only beat them by 4.
That's
4
right.
runs.
Yeah.
Hence, great cricketing nation.
Exactly right.
What's next on the agenda? There's only 2 of them.
Let's just go back to the footy for a second.
Yep.
Because I want to talk about my mate Adam G.
Yep.
Yep. He's been overlooked this week.
Yeah. Politics. Politicking.
Now, Graham Annesley,
He's a dog.
he's come out
He's actually a dog.
and he
He's a
said,
bit of a dog.
the reason why we haven't picked Adam G is because we've just got so much competition between our referees because they're all performing so well at the moment.
Belinda Sharp
Yeah.
and fucking
Casey.
Casey Badger and fucking...
Where's Casey? Get her in this week.
Yeah, real stiff competition.
So Adam G, he's basically been dropped
Dogs.
for performing too well, really.
Day and the boys.
Because he doesn't meet his penalty quotas is the only reason that I can assume.
Probably, yeah.
Because he
Not
actually
enough
lets
bad publicity.
he lets the game flow, and he doesn't just want to call offsides because they're a fucking
bullshit calls all day.
bee's dick offside, and
Yep.
so
You
yeah,
can use your challenge,
yeah.
but you're wrong.
Yeah. So shout out to Adam G. I hope this I think is actually works for him, to be honest, because obviously there's going to be a mistake from a referee in this 4 weeks.
No, Will. Didn't you hear what Annesley said? Top tier refereeing
of course.
Quality.
Sorry, Graham.
You're wrong. But continue.
That's right. We've got obviously 4 elite level referees.
Elite spelled ELITTEEIE. Elite.
There's no possible way they're going to make mistakes.
Zero.
Like your Todd Smiths of the world, he is just exceptional.
Yeah.
I don't think he's ever made a mistake.
Locks.
I don't think he's ever made a mistake in his life.
Never.
But if somehow there happened to be a mistake,
a 1%,
just
With you.
speaking hypothetically here, of course,
because it's not going to happen.
If there was a mistake to be happening, that's going to look very good for Adam G. Because the comment straight away, as soon as there's a mistake, Adam G should have been refereeing this game.
Yep.
Why is there Ashley Klein here?
Let's plant the seed.
You know, so and what's going to happen, right? All this scrutiny. There's going to be blow-ups, Lux commentators.
There will be.
Buzz on NRL 360. He's going to be going off.
He'll probably have a stroke.
And then what's going to happen, right? Next week, all this talk. Where's Adam G? Where is he? We can't find him.
They have an Adam G cam.
Adam G. Cam. We need him back.
The couch, fucking, and he's watching the AFL. He's just. Well, I'd respect that.
So that's going to be good for him because the NRL will be like, okay, we've made a mistake in this referee. Hypothetically, of course.
Well, it's been one of the greatest refereeing years in modern history of the NRL.
They're gonna.
I can't believe you're saying something so heinous. But
they're going to give the call to Adam. They're going to be like, look, Ashley's made a couple of mistakes.
They're going to message him 3 a.m. in the morning.
You up?
You up? Question mark.
And he's going to...
No.
Yeah. And he's going to come round 2, the semi-finals, put on a masterclass of refereeing. Everyone's going to be saying how much better he was than Todd Smith.
Yep.
Sorry, Todd.
Sorry, Todd. You're in the firing line. Todd.
But that's what's going to happen. And then he's got his way. He's got his way to the grand final. It's marked out for him because there's so much support for the referees. You'd never have support for the referees. We've got a referee that we like, that does well, referees the game, lets it flow nicely.
Yep.
Doesn't often make too many mistakes. If he does, we forgive him.
Yep.
Because he looks all right.
You can't often have too many powerful Todds in the world. Todd Murphy, he's a powerful Todd. Todd Carney. He's also... There's too many Todds.
There any other Todds?
They're a rare breed, so there's only... I'm sorry, Todd, you're missing out.
Yeah.
It's going to be a rough weekend. I think, although your refereeing has been excellent, like the other referees this year.
Well, that's what Graham said.
Pause. Good luck.
Yeah.
You'll need it.
I think so. So, yeah. I think a blessing in disguise is basically what I'm trying to say here for Adam G.
He gets a fucking week
He's been rested. It's like, your top players... they get a rest leading into the big games. I think that's what they've done here with Adam G. They've just given him a rest.
Yep. Because the talent pool is just... It's there.
It's this. That's as Graham said, we just have too many talented referees at the moment,
Yep. Agreed.
We're very, very blessed at the NRL to have all these referees.
Absolutely blessed.
And it makes that decision to who to choose so difficult.
Woke up, he's feeling blessed.
Yep. So shout out to Adam.
We love you, Adam. We do.
Let's talk on the
Adam fan club.
Paralympics. They're over.
Parramatta.
Yeah. Maybe they could win that. Who knows? Not too many gold medals for the Paralympians.
We got to 18.
Yeah.
But when you're versing China with fucking 438 medals, what can
they got like 90 golds or something.
It's bullshit. They had like 400 fucking competitors.
Look, I'll start off by saying...
Not that many, but you're catching my drift.
I'll start off by saying credit to all the Paralympians.
Hey, before you slander them, you got a bit of hate.
A bit of hate?
Yeah, from...
Who's giving me hate?
Someone within the community. So
what, the Paralympic community?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What do they say?
No. It was I won't name them. Someone that we both know.
Yeah.
They said, wow, Will was a bit harsh to the Paralympians. They've done better than all of us combined. I said, I
said that.
Yeah, well... I think it was the
no, but
rubbish. You're fired.
Well, look, they've done really well. Obviously the 17 gold medals or whatever it is. It's nothing to sniff about.
Doesn't support the nation. There'd be plenty of sniffing there.
Yeah. But nothing to sniff about. You know, they've done really well.
They did.
They've represented their country. They made the country proud.
In all seriousness, they have.
With their gold medals.
They had a crack.
You know, some of the stories that, I forget her name, but I think Lexi. She was outstanding. That was one of the moments for me.
She fucking almost caught that
world records.
In the medley.
Yeah. So some really good performances that have.
I forget his name, but the archer,
been real inspirational stuff.
The archer, he's good value.
Joffre.
Did you see him? Oh no, he sucks. he's a dog. He has like green and gold hair.
Oh, I like that.
And he's wearing like imagine what an archer's hat looks like. Just picture that in your head.
Yep.
He was wearing that too.
Right.
Green and gold hair, flowing. Archer's hat, green and gold bow.
Nice.
He was cool with it. He was cool with it. I liked him.
So yeah, obviously doing better than anything that we've ever done.
Did you see the submarine? The Chinese swimmer.
Submarine.
They're calling him the submarine. He's got no arms.
Oh, is he the one that just kind of goes in and doesn't breathe and just gets to the wall?
Yes.
Yeah.
Brother. And then
that was impressive. Yeah.
He's quick as fuck.
No, there's some great moments. Scooter, he was good.
He was scooting
around.
He was.
He seems like he'd get on the bags, I reckon. Bro, Scooter. He's got something. He's got something to him. He likes.
Into his work.
He likes a bit of a party.
Yeah. Bro, they all do. Are you really gonna put?
I hope they don't drug test him when he scoots around, because I reckon he's testing positive.
So if the party did go off, are you really gonna pull up the Paralympians for having a good fucking night?
No.
Rip in.
You'd want him to, wouldn't
advantage. Rip in. Fucking real.
I hope they do. I wonder what the Paralympic parties are like.
Bro.
They'd go off, I reckon. They would go off.
Because, I'll tell you right now, being in the community, we're so savage to one another. Yeah. Imagine the jokes.
You just have people wheeling around.
Bro, you know, the jokes would be elite.
You'd have your autistic horses coming in.
I mean,
they'd be
look at
joining
what
the fun.
Dylan says on the commentary. Imagine that times up by 50. Yeah. It would be elite level shit talking.
No, it'd be great.
There'd be someone without a leg, nice legs. I swear to God, it'd be the best banter.
Yeah,
he's legless. It would be so good.
But yeah, no,
I'm jealous.
Hope they're partying hard, but
fuck yeah, they would be.
Our worst Paralympics since about 1970. So
we're actually taking our clients to the airport. No, wherever they go, they're going somewhere once they land. We're taking a few of the clients to welcome them home. Yeah, they're fucking super excited.
No, a lot of them did really well.
The ping pong players.
As I said, even the ones that didn't medal, so much better than us. They've already achieved so much more than we have ever achieved.
I think ping pong is unfair. How can our poor Aussie bloke with one arm be versing bloke with two arms?
Have you seen the ones where they hit the ball and then they put the backspin on it?
Cheeky fucks, dogs.
People in the wheelchairs, they can't reach over that far.
I know, they're dogs. It's actually dogs.
It's pretty dog.
They're preying on their disability. Yeah. How the fuck with you with two arms? How are you allowed in this comp? And then to find out the Aussie bloke was world number 1 with one arm. I'm like, shout out to you, my brother. Shout out to you.
Surely you can just put you know how they have the amputees and you just put on an arm?
Yeah.
And they're the robotic arms?
But they're just cheating,
surely you just put a paddle there and you just fucking...
They're just hitting to the bad side. I'm like, you fucking grub. You piece of shit.
I'd like to see... two robotic arms with paddles on the ends, and you're going back and forth like this.
He almost won.
Yeah,
I would have talked some elite level shit if I beat someone with two arms.
But a couple of disappointing results, I must say.
Yeah, there was, but
especially in the bocce.
Boccia.
The bocce, they let me down.
She gives me gotcha.
We were favourites to win.
I know,
Number 1 in the world. Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the most serious topic of all this podcast.
Silver medals, they're good, but gold would be better.
Week 1, the people want to know. Week 1 of Monopoly Maccas.
Yep.
How much have you spent?
Well, I started adding it up, and I stopped adding it up.
Sorry, the fact that you said I started adding it up week 1 in is very
Well, you told me
concerning.
to make a tally, and then I forgot about 2 days in, so... I'd say we're probably up to about $150.
Holy fuck, Will! Already.
Gee, I'm excited.
You're gonna
week 1's always my big week.
Nah, week 4's your big week. I know you from last. You spent $200 in that last week.
Oh yeah.
Remember we're doing well, and then
last week last week not so much, because a lot of the time all the prizes are gone, so. You got to go hard early.
So what are the prizes? Any?
There's a car. Amazon gift cards.
A car would be
quite
good for you.
I could do it with a car. I think a car worth 150,000 too. So,
Fuck.
not bad. Amazon gift card, flight vouchers for.
Oh, that'd be good. That would be good. I use the
barbecues.
Yeah, I use the Play Store.
Yeah.
Cards from Hungry Jack's. That's a leap, bro. I was paying for subscriptions for the month.
I got a gym membership. A gym.
Jim Beam.
I'd like that. No, gym. I don't
Kerry?
know. It's like one of those ones where you sign up through it's like an app.
Yeah.
And then they give you like workouts on the app and that kind of stuff. So I've got that for 6 months.
You're going to use it too, knowing you.
I will make it count. 6 months of Women's Weekly, digital subscription. So that's always good.
How are they? Okay.
I'll get that. Get the crosswords out.
Or just buy a crossword book.
No, on the I'll find out on the latest drama on the block. That'll keep me up to date there. So that's something to look forward to.
Yep.
Might actually go through. Might have a segment. We'll go through.
The last step.
We'll find a Women's Weekly segment
Article.
and
my husband doesn't love me anymore.
Yeah.
Girl, what do I do? He bashes the shit out of me. I cook him dinner.
But it's been good. It's been good. Been winning lots.
I thought he was the one.
I've got about 3 cheeseburgers, about 6 small fries. So
it's a joke, everyone.
Doing well. Looking forward to it.
Yep.
Looking forward to
Yep.
the weeks to come. I'm feeling good this year. This is my year.
This is your year.
This is my year. I'm winning something big here.
You said that for the Supercoach as well.
No, well,
Marco,
I wasn't confident there, but this is
Serbian Slayer.
No,
Slayed the Australian beast.
Yeah, didn't win though.
You know, every time he messages me. He loves it.
Let's get on to some of the comments. Now, not many this week.
Everyone's happy in the fast food world.
Everyone's pretty happy. There's not a lot going on. People complaining about how they're not getting the Monopoly prizes they want, but
that's sort of how it works.
That's kind of what happens.
Welcome to life.
Yeah. They were my comments, by the way.
I hate this game. It's bullshit. I've already spent $193.46.
Where's my fucking car?
And I've only got 3 fries and a fucking voucher for Women's Weekly. What's a Women's Weekly? It's bullshit.
Maybe they could prize one of the gold medals. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be good for the Paralympians.
Wow. Still dogging the boys.
Well, maybe they should just... Yeah, no.
Anyone with a disability in a wheelchair, if you see Will in public, run over his feet. He won't do a thing. He'll be intimidated by you. Run over his... Or hit him in the shins with your foot plate.
As I said, great effort. Much better than anything that I've ever done.
Aim for his shins.
Much better than everything I've
done.
If
you've got a stainless steel foot plate, you fucking aim for those shins, baby.
Look, the facts are our worst Paralympics in 1970. So, make of that as you will. Brett.
Politics.
Brett. He's gone and said...
What are you referencing?
This is Macca's. This is Macca's. Now Macca's they have new Happy Meal toys. In case you don't know,
I don't.
I'd assume you'd know. Everyone should know this.
Yeah,
this is common knowledge, right?
Sure. Yep. Sorry. Yep. Of course.
But yeah, they've got new Happy Meals toys. They've got Mario Kart.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So they're actually pretty good toys. But Brett is not impressed.
Ooh. Brett sounds like a loser.
Now they advertised Mario Karts in the window, and this is in brackets, in view of the children.
Yes.
I requested the toys instead of the books twice. Okay, you following along? He doesn't want the books. When I received the Happy Meals, you wouldn't believe it.
No toys. Is it?
See the pause for suspense here?
Yep.
Oh, you enjoying it?
Yes.
When I received the Happy Meals, they had books.
Education sucks.
I asked again for the toys and was told they don't have any.
Mate, they're popular.
I asked about the ones in the window. Because, of course, they're in view of the children.
Oh, my God. The display ones that they get given.
I was told they were for display only.
Yeah.
Can you believe it?
That's how it works.
Kids were shattered.
I feel like he's more offended than the kids would have been.
Mate, they were shattered. And I had to explain adult behaviour
What?
when it comes to advertising.
He's fucking what? He's parenting a child. This is concerning.
He's had to teach him adult behaviour about advertising.
Can I see his picture before you go any further? I just need it. He's not even in the fucking picture. Coward.
It's probably his kids, is it?
He's got his kids and his wife, the coward.
His kids in the Happy Meal. They're actually reading a book in this.
There you go, good.
Take them out of the window if they're not available. It's really not that hard.
God, I hate people, bro. They're like these poor kids. You wonder why they don't fucking know anything.
It's actually insane how we like find comments like this like every week.
Like, and it's real. The weird part is this is someone's real concern in the world.
Like they've gone to the effort to kind of make a whole fucking essay about how
which no one's gonna
they asked
read.
for toys and they didn't have any toys. Like,
welcome to life. Things sell out. Things become out of stock. Like, welcome to life, Brett. I don't think you should be having kids, my friend. Now, kids, if something's unavailable, sook about it until someone says something.
But he taught them. It's a good lesson for the kids. He taught them about adult behaviours.
Hey, kids, you're 6 years old. Here's how marketing 101 works. Dad, shut the fuck up. Give me my apples. I want my nuggets. Dad, piss off. You dickhead. Mum always says she doesn't love you anymore. I can see why.
This is from Rish. Riz, R-I-Z-S-H. Riz.
The Riz King.
Riz Higgett.
Okay, hit me with it.
Riz says, this is Hungry Jack's.
HJ's.
Hungry Jack's.
The goats.
Drove to the restaurant to buy chicken.
That's normally how it works.
Chicken fries.
Cool.
But they are gone.
Oh, another sellout. No.
And found these tenders.
They were good. I tried them.
I thought, I'll give it a go.
Thanks, Rich. Thanks for letting us know.
Ordered 5 pieces, but ended up eating only 1 because it's very salty. So disappointed. The chicken fries taste so much better than this. The lady didn't give us the spicy sauce either.
I don't know what to make of that. It's 2 different parts of the chicken.
Riz has had an absolute shocker there.
At least that was nice. It wasn't like... It wasn't because I was shit. It's because it was sort of like... He was expecting it to be this, and it wasn't this. And I'd be pissed off too if I didn't get my spicy sauce. It's the goat sauce.
Riz just wanted... She wanted her chicken fries, and she got there...
She?
I think so. Riz...
Well,
looks like it. Yeah. You never know, but yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go with it.
Sounds like a good parent. Something bad's happened. We quickly vent. We move on. I like that. Few tradies.
Getting into their work.
They are.
All right. Susan. Crunch time box. That's it.
Where are we?
Red Rooster.
What the fuck's a crunch? What is a crunch time box?
What Susan wanted, I guess. Wondering when they started buying their sparrows from the same place KFC does. Disgusting size and extremely overcooked or left in warmer way too long.
Oh, the heat things? That's funny as fuck.
Seems to be an ongoing problem for this not so busy restaurant.
I love... can I ask, are they Caucasian?
Yes.
They love bringing that same thing up, eh?
I'd add photos if it was possible. Wing was no larger than a 9-volt battery.
No offense. If you don't know what a 9-volt battery looks like, it's like you're not wasting your time looking that up. Oh, bro, I hate people. I really do.
It's very descriptive. 9-volt battery.
It's so particular.
I love it.
Could you just say chicken nugget? Fuck me.
And then this one. You wouldn't believe it. From Karen.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Karen.
Lock in.
Red Rooster again here. They're copping it today. Pretty disappointed in Red Rooster. Went to buy quarter of a chicken and chips, as I regularly do.
Ooh, she's regular.
She's a regular.
This one hurts her.
Asked for some stuffing, as I regularly do.
Yeah.
It's just all regular stuff.
Yeah.
You know, nothing out of the usual.
Yeah.
Now, you're charging $1 extra for a spoonful of stuffing.
Oh, wow. They're giving you extra.
They're giving you extra stuff and charging for you. Can you believe it?
Shock. It's like
That's not a sustainable business model. Charging you for the extra item.
shock.
Won't buy again. Didn't care too much. You put prices up, but charging for a bit of stuffing that's already cooked with the chook is beyond ridiculous.
Cooked with the chook.
With the chook. Sounds like a Roald Dahl book.
Yeah. Green eggs and ham.
Cooked with the chook. Maybe that's the book that that Brett gets with his Happy Meal.
Fuck off, Brett. You wanker.
When did this start?
The chicken or the egg? Where are we going?
I
How
don't know.
far
When
back
did
are we
it
going? How far back are we going?
Karen wants to know.
Bro, I hate people. Brett, you're a dickhead. I think Brett might be worse than Renee, and that's a big statement to make.
I think that's way worse.
He's just a dickhead. His kids are going to grow up, oh, sorry, mate, this is sold out. I'm not standing for this. This is bullshit. My dad told me.
My dad taught me about the adult marketing.
It's like she's in year 7. We'll talk about marketing today. She's got a full fucking spreadsheet of how to market it. What do you want to know? Miss, I'll teach you. Sit down.
Now, when they put the Happy Meal toys in the window,
That's consumer advice and set up from the store.
but they are display only. They're not actually required to sell those products.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
So yeah, that's it.
What's your question this week?
Question of the week. Now, I've been thinking. Couldn't think of anything.
Should we change this? 'Cause
Nah.
we're going to have to beep it out anyway.
I've come up with something.
We're going to have to beep it out.
I've come up with
It's
something.
going to be, yours is going to be beep, beep.
Favorite slur.
Mine's more of a swear word.
Well, it's not a slur, is it?
I've been enjoying.
You haven't answered the
Well,
question.
I'm not answering the question. I've been enjoying my motherfucker work recently. Something about it. Punchod.
Bencho.
Or just straight, you're a wanker. I like the old wanker.
I think it's good.
But I don't have a slur that I really...
Tosser.
Tosser? No,
go with
I
that.
haven't used tosser in a while. No, I don't really slur. I'll be honest. Slurs don't really... I swear.
There's something about a fuckwit that just
Like,
really
it depends how you say
emphasises
it.
it.
Yeah, you
Like
really,
if you're driving and
you're
someone...
a
You're a
fuckwit.
fuckwit. You know, it's...
You're a fucking
Yeah.
dickhead. Oh, actually, I'm going to say dickhead. Dickhead rolls off the tongue. Champ. Champ's a slur
Champ's
in
good,
my
yeah,
opinion.
that-
Champ is a slur.
That's worse than a slur.
That's
I
probably
think that's a category on its own.
Champ. If you get champed, it just ruins your day. Like I've been champed before, and I just by like a random Bunnings worker. I'll be like, "Fuck you, mate." In my head, I won't.
Yeah.
I don't want to start anything. I'll be like, "Fuck you," or if I'm feeling petty, I'll be like, "Thanks, champ." I'll just write back at him. You serve me one, I'll return it.
No worries, legend.
Good on your buster. Hero's a
Hero,
Hero's a big
Hero
one.
something, yeah.
Hero's getting up there with champ, I think. Hero's starting to
Rockstar.
Yeah, I'm gonna get champ. I'm gonna lock in the OG, the old champ. Champion.
I reckon champion's worse than champion.
Nah, when you get champed, it's direct and they've done it on purpose.
Champion, it's just the extended of it, you know.
Yeah, once you champ
They've gone that extra effort to add those that extra syllable for it. I think that's worse.
Fair.
Champ, you can just, they made a mistake there.
Yeah. No, I think it's direct.
Whereas champion, they've gone.
I think champ is very well direct.
Yeah.
Like he's like, I dislike you, and I'm trying to get one over you. Jesus, the house is about to fall down.
Having an earthquake.
The episode's about to end. The birds have taken over. You got anything else, Tad?
I know that's probably not a good one,
I
but
think it's okay because it describes. But obviously, you're not using it for that.
I'm not using it to insult people that are actually. But like when I'm on the road, it's always on the road.
Yep. On the road again.
When you're and someone is like, you fucking. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. It just rolls off the tongue.
I'm not going to say the whole fucking thing. But, yeah, I don't use it.
Mm.
I've never really thought of champ. I'm going to champ someone.
What other slurs there is?
There's a lot out there, but we'd have to beep him.
That's a good one. I don't use it much, but...
That's it for me. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening to the final episode of the Rough Rigs podcast. We won't be here next week. Goodbye.